Good everyone. Today is Tuesday, September 21st, 2021. Saturday 13. Vlog number 1633. Currently, I'm just ending up playing the vlog from yesterday. So by the time you're watching this video, yesterday's vlog should already be up. Please be sure to go check it out. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Okay, anyway, so it's actually Wednesday, September 22nd, 2021. I just got back from my aunt's house. I was there like literally all day, so like I woke up like kind of at like 11 or something like that. I had 2 classes to go to today, I think. What, today's Tuesday, right? No, I just had one. I had A&P 1 lecture face-to-face. It's a hybrid class, so some of it's going to be online and some of it's going to be in person. And we are going to have a exam, chapters 1 through 5. So we got through chapter 4. There's still one more chapter left, and he's already announced like the date of the exam. So that's exciting. And then one of my other teachers was totally like, you need to go ahead and take a practice exam for the nutrition class, like, and it's all fully online. We never received a practice exam, like legit. And I was like, whatever, dude. So anyway, so yeah, but I had to do like a whole bunch of assignments on Tuesday. Yeah, so I just like went to my lecture and just hung out over there, and went to the lecture and then studied for the first half of the day, went to the lecture and then studied for the rest of the half of the day. So it's 12:30 right now. I think I got home around 11 or so. I think I left from their house at like 10:30. So yeah, I had like, so in the first half of the day, like, so I'm eating and stuff over there so I can spend time with them while I have to study, because I literally have to study like so much this semester. It's like literally around the clock. Like if I could, I would continue to study past like my sort of half-life thing. So it rolls around to 10:30 and like everybody's just like starting to wind down. I'm like, yo, this party just done got started. like hold up. So cause okay, so I drank tea, right? Because everybody hangs out at Starbucks and drinks tea and studies, right? Or coffee. But I've done away with the coffee. And so I drink a cup of tea this morning, and then it gets around time to go to my lecture and the tea is already cold. I'm still drinking it, and then I decide to like throw out the cold tea and just make a new cup. So then I made another cup of tea for myself. And then so I drank literally like 2 glasses of tea today. I had an apple today. I had some grape juice, water and milk mostly. And then I don't remember. So then for lunch, I had like a couple of round breads with potato and chicken. And I don't know if I ate anything for breakfast. I'm pretty sure I did, but I don't know what it was. I cannot recall. So, yeah. That was my day. So Anyway, I was gonna tell you guys about like what I have planned coming up. And everything. Where's my... This is it? No. Why is that? So for my nutrition class, let me see. So the first chapter that's going to be covered on the second exam for nutrition is going to be chapter 7 vitamins and chapter 8 minerals. And so that is, so I already did the I already watched the PowerPoint for chapter 8, the minerals. So I'm going to do, tomorrow I'm planning to go to my lab for ANP1 in the morning at 8 o'clock until 11, and then my ANP2 lecture at 3:30 till 4:30. And then I'm planning to study so I'm going to do the vitamins PowerPoint, and then I have so for my ANP2 lecture class, we do these like sort of in class practices, and basically what you're supposed to do is and it covers like an entire like section of the chapter. So you're supposed to sit through the lecture and you're supposed to work as a group to answer the questions, right? It gives you opportunity to be able to have interaction with your peers. And so you do those two things. You answer your questions, and then he kind of goes over them so you have like the correct answers. So at least you'll know what's right and what's not for that particular question. And then what you're supposed to do is actually study it, because you only have like an hour in the class, and believe it or not, an hour is not that much time. So you just have time to be able to kind of like touch base with your peers in a sense, and then basically read the questions and then like make up an answer for that question, because you don't know, right? You don't know like what the answer is going to be, like really. And like, yeah, what was I saying? And then like all he does is basically just give you the answers, and then you get to have some sort of interaction from him. He is a doctor, so everything that he's going to say, it's going to be for your benefit, So, but you only have so much time. So you have to take as much advantage of that time as you possibly can before he's out the door. After that, what you do is you sit down, get your book, and then go through each question and verify the correct answer, number one, independently. Number two, study it and memorize it so that you know at least the bare minimum, that stuff, because what you're doing is you're basically, I don't know the right word for it, but you're really just like implanting all the information that you learned in the lecture. Like you're really like, really plugging that shit in, like threefold, right? So you do that, you get the threefold in, then you know how much time that you need to be taking out. What was I saying? So yeah, okay. And then you memorize the answers so you know all of the correct answers, at least for those particular questions. When you know the correct answers to those particular questions, you know exactly in your brain which part of the chapter to refer to when you're being asked about this chunk of material, okay? And it is, I don't know, it's like, yeah. So the great thing is that it doesn't really ever stop. So you can constantly like run it through your brain over and over and over and over. And like, because with medicine and healthcare, like you're always, it's sort of like you're always working. So like, it's just, it's a way to make your brain work, So it's very cool. So like when you're at the job, you're like, you're easily able to access that information. So yeah, and then I have to study for my nutrition, so I'm going to be listening to my PowerPoint for chapter 7. Okay, and other than that, if I get done with all of that stuff in a timely, like I would like to, I have to complete stuff that's going to be due on Friday. So I completed a large chunk of it, but I still have like a lot left. I'm going to show you guys what all I've done. That was due for my A&P2 lab class. So all the ones that you see grades or says grades on it, those are the ones that I've just been working on today. Now, scrolling down, I have all of the stuff left to do by Friday. And that's for my A&P2 lab class. So, yeah. It's also really, really important. I have to like crack down on it and get the work done, because if I don't, at least like, so half of it is literally just work, so it's all just work. The rest of it is focusing on the exam portion and quizzing yourself, testing yourself, memorization, studying. So yeah, that's why like you have to get all the work done out of the way so you can jump into the studying, and that's where all the content is that's going to be on the exam. So yeah, anyway, fun stuff. But it really is. I mean, I don't know. For me, it's like the everyday kind of stuff. So it's just another day on the job for me. But yeah. So that's what I did today. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I just got home, so I made my backpack. I didn't show you guys, but I bought some highlighters. I don't know if it was today or when it was, but I bought some highlighters and pens and stuff. And put all of my books and put all of my my notebooks and my planner and my calendar and everything in there. And just brought that over there to my cousin's house. And yeah, it's fun. And I don't know. So, like, I was telling my mom this on the phone. So, like, my eyes. So, epilepsy is, so you have two lobes in your brain. You have your right lobe and your left lobe of your brain, and then in the center, there's a thing, it's called your corpus callosum. And epilepsy is when you have electrical activity that is going through the corpus callosum to the other side. Basically what's happening is that, like, my eyes in the center, like, my eyes are having sort of like this electrical situation going on, where in the centers, like, just the whites of towards, like, when I do this, just the white parts pointing towards the inside, like, are flipping out and everything. And I don't even know, man. So sometimes, I don't know if sometimes my lip will twitch. It's crazy. It sort of feels like my eye is losing its, my natural, like, you know, your natural, like, the way that you look or whatever, its natural, like, ability to control itself, like, it just looks like that. It's so funny. Like, it just sort of looks like I'm going, like, cross-eyed, and it'll, like, just flip and stuff. It's nuts. Anyways, I did this experiment with a goldfish. Well, it's all on computer, so I didn't really do it. I mean, I did do it, but it was electronical. Like, it wasn't done in person, like in the lab, but it was still cool. So it was like this goldfish, and then they put it into a beaker with water in it, and then they put insulin into it, right? And then the fish is, like, experimented on with insulin, and, like, I had to, like, talk about it and everything, and, like, what happened basically to it over time when it was exposed to insulin. Then they take the fish out and they put it into a beaker with water with glucose in it, and the fish, like, starts acting normal. It's so cool. So, like, the insulin one, the fish, like, it starts to, like, it actually goes comatose. I don't know all the terminology, obviously. I'm like, kind of new at this, but so the fish, like, goes into a coma, and then they take it out of the insulin one, the beaker with the insulin in it, and then they put it into glucose, and then the glucose revives the fish because I don't know, and because glucose, that's what, I guess, I don't know, if you have too much insulin, then you need to have glucose to, like, I don't know, like, it does something for you. And so for the fish, like, you could see it you could actually see it happening. What happens to it on insulin versus after insulin, like being exposed to glucose after having been exposed to insulin. And it was just so cool. So the fish is like, okay, so when it's comatose, it starts to like lay down and it starts to like lay down onto its side, like it flips over and it tries to go onto its side and stuff. And it's, you know, and then you take it out, and then it goes comatose, and then you take it out and you put it into the one with the beaker with glucose in it, and it completely goes back to normal. So yeah, anyway, that was one of the things that I had to do, but there's like a lot of shit that I had to do, so I'm not gonna like talk about everything. I may, but like I'm not gonna talk about it because I mean on here, I mean literally, like really, I don't know, it's just, I mean, if you have like a request or something, like sure, why not? I mean, I will definitely do it, you know, if you have a request, but it like, I'm not, if you don't have, like, if you don't, obviously you're not going to, so I'm not gonna like do it. So that is that, people. I definitely had a lot of fun. And normally, like, I would be doing it by myself, like here, like my homework, and everything. So I had to see, like, my eyes are so tired. It's weird. I cannot control, like, my natural eye control is like fidged. But when I'm like with my family, it's easier for me to focus, because I like to take breaks in between, like a lot of breaks throughout the day. And when I do that, like, you know, it's just nice to have somebody there, basically, to hang out with and stuff, and talk to. And yeah, man, all in all, it was a good day. It's a good Tuesday. The weather was so nice outside, like at nighttime. During the day, it was super, super hot. During the nighttime, it got, like, the breeze, it got really, really cold. Like, that's how Houston and, like, Texas weather is. It's pretty cool. So I like it. And yeah. Anyways, I'm going to close the vlog. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I will talk to you guys on the next vlog.